Hello amazing viewers, my name is Cynthia. Thank you so much for clicking. In today's video, I want to talk about characteristics of men who are likely to make good husbands. If you're a single lady, please do not scroll. This video is for you. If you're also a man, you want to also make sure that you have some of these qualities so you can also attract a good woman. So please do not scroll as well. In this video, I'm going to highlight these points. They are not exhaustive, but these are some of the things I believe are qualities of a good husband. So, as you know, getting married is such an important thing that you do not want to make a mistake about. So, it is very important that you watch this video so you can learn one or two things. And please, when you do, share it with your friends and family. If you're new here, please kindly click on the red subscribe button so you can subscribe to this channel. Please also turn the notification bell on and select all so that you won't miss any of my videos. So without wasting too much of your time, let's get into the video. Point number 1. It's at the top of the list for a purpose. A God-fearing man. So while you are in courtship, you want to find out if this man is God-fearing. I am not trying to say someone who is not God-fearing automatically is a bad husband. I want to make that disclaimer. But I am saying a man who is God-fearing is a much better husband or will make a much better husband. And this is why. You know, marriage comes with its fair share of problems. So marrying a man who has a standard for his life, which is the Word of God, will make your marriage experience much more beautiful. During times when you have problems, he has someone to turn on to who is God. He has a standard that he has to follow. He knows that he has to love his wife and he knows the things he's not supposed to do. So he has those standards that are guiding him. So he's likely to make a good husband. Point number 2. This is so important. A man who can be tamed. By this I mean, you know, there are people, they don't listen to anyone. They don't have regards for anyone. So while you are courting, while you are dating, ask yourself, try to observe, this man I am trying to get married to, is there any man or woman this man respects? Does he have regards for his parents? Check this relationship, the way he talks to his parents, the way he talks about his family, the way he talks to his parents will determine if he can be tamed. Don't look at such a man who would say, I don't care about anyone. No one can talk to me. No one has an opinion in this. No, such a marriage will be difficult for you, my dear lady. Why? Because when you start having problems, there will be no one whom you can talk to, someone who can help settle your disputes. Believe me, you may need one or two people like this. Point number 3. You want to look for a man who is committed and trustworthy, even in smallest things. Believe me, a man who is committed to small things and is trustworthy about small things is likely to be trustworthy about big things. And the reverse is true. Why is it such an important thing? When you're dealing with anyone, whether you're doing business, whether it's your family member, whoever you're dealing with, it is important that this person is trustworthy. So you want to make sure that this man you're planning to get married to is someone you can trust, someone you can actually marry, because it is that important. Point number 4, a man who is a provider. This is so important. Why? We all know that one of the principal responsibilities of a man is to provide for his family, and these cannot be underestimated. You know, we're talking about a man who is willing to work maybe extra hours to make sure that the needs of his family are met. A man who knows that the money he earns is for his family, not a man who has money and is willing to give to outsiders while his family suffers. A man who knows that he has to put food on the table, not a man who is lazying around. A man who wants to transfer his responsibilities to the woman. Now, let's go to point number 5. A man who is compassionate and kind. It may seem like it's not a big deal, but it's important. Let's take a small example. A man who cares when you have headache. Let's take that small example. A man who would ask you, has your headache gone? Not a man who will minimize your pain, a man who does not show any concern, a man who is not sensitive. You are going through something and he's looking down on it, he thinks it's nothing. Minimizes your pain, a man who minimizes your problems. He doesn't care, he doesn't show any concern. No, it is very important, because that's one of the reasons why people get married. You need a man who is willing to improve. How is this important? A man who is willing to improve will help you not to have so many problems in your marriage. How? Times are always changing. Things are evolving. So imagine getting married to a man who is rigid. A man who will tell you, this is who I am. Take me or leave me. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Not because you are saying something bad, something that's really worth him, being a bit flexible, and he's just there. He doesn't want to. It will make you have problems in your marriage. So you want to make sure that this is a man who is also burning with the desire to improve. A man who has an appetite for self-improvement. It is that important. Next up is a man who loves you. Most ladies will say, I love this man, but the other man loves me more. You don't go for a man you love. Go for a man who loves you more, because you will need this in your marriage. It's very important for you going to get married to a man you love more than a man who loves you. You are going to suffer. If a man loves you more, you're going to have a much more beautiful marriage experience. I hope it makes sense. Please, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a like. Please don't forget to share it. Subscribe to this channel if you've not yet done so. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you found this video useful. I hope it would help you in making the right choice, because marriage is such an important thing, and I wish you all the best.